waiting for this moment for so long. To us, it might feel too long, but I believe God's timing is always perfect. It's hard to believe that we met each other and started dating 7 years ago. You were 19 and I was 18. Teenagers. We have grown so much since then. I loved you then and I love the man you have become today. The first time that I met you, well, you must have been nervous because you barely said a word to me. But I noticed something. I noticed you were different. You were attentive and thoughtful of what others were saying. This is why I continued to see you. Being around you more, I found that you had a strong personality and that didn't conform to the ways of others, and I admired that for you. You had become such a loving and compassionate man. You were and still are a leader. This is one of the many characteristics I love about you. You are going to change so many people's lives. I know God has called you to do this. You have changed my life for the better. You have encouraged me to be myself around anyone. You have taught me the importance of communication. Lastly, you helped me love myself. I will continue to love you more and more every day. Soon we will be standing side by side at the altar in front of our family, friends, and most importantly, God. I'm so excited to start this new chapter of life with you by my side. I can't wait to start a family with you, and I'm so excited to be your wife. Being your soon-to-be wife, here are my promises to you. I promise to always make God my priority. Without Him, none of this would even be possible. By putting God first, I am able to love you better and love you forever. I promise to treat you with patience and kindness even when times get tough. I promise to support you through life. I am your partner, your cheerleader, and your best friend. You can turn to me for anything. I promise to love you and spend the rest of my life with you. You are my best friend, and there is no one else I want to wake up to every single day.
Proverbs 18:12 says, "He who finds his wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." I don't know how to put this into words and all the things that I want to do for you. I'm going to try to do my best, and I'll start with, I promise to always be at your side and to support you. I promise always to put you first and to not let anything separate us. God will be there for us when we need Him, and God will be the only one that comes before you. I promise to always listen to what you have to say and to respect your emotions and views on things. I promise that I will take a step back when I am upset and work to change my faults. I promise to make life as fun and as happy as you always do, even if the world is falling around us. I promise to always have food for you and give you when you're hangry. I promise to always get you ice cream and make sure it's the right flavor. Finally, I promise to always add more to this list when our lives change and grow.
Rebecca and I lived right across from the hospital when Jessica was born, and I remember holding her in my hand and just walking across the street to go home. I had her, I kind of looked like the Heisman Trophy. I was stopping traffic, I told Beck to go long, and just to, I didn't really do that. But that's how small you were. You fit in that hand, just like that. As you grew, I was so pleased how you matured and how you handled frustration. So unlike me, you always defaulted to kindness and humor. No wonder you gravitated toward nursing. Many of your greatest attributes you learned from your mother. Watching you change from a child to a young lady was surreal. But then college came along, and Jessica told me that she had met someone named Bryce. I remember the first time we were going to meet Bryce, thinking, kids aren't the same these days. They're just not the same. And I was going to lower my expectations, but still be nice because Jessica really liked him. But when we met, here stood a handsome, courteous, polite young man who was obviously ready to make a good first impression. Bryce was able to make intelligent conversation, made good eye contact, and not just grunt like a caveman, you know, I like your daughter. Well, it turns out this was not Bryce making a good first impression. This was Bryce, polite, courteous, respectful, always. Bryce is every parent's dream, and not to sound weird, but I think at one point I said he was dreamy. Bryce is dreamy. This is an old soul kind of young man, someone who wants to get to know the whole family, someone who wants to hang out with the grandparents, go golfing, have long talks with Rebecca and I, and he even went metal detecting with me. Nerd. Bryce asked our permission to propose to Jessica. Okay? He drove to our house an hour and a half to sit us down and look us in the eye and ask for Jessica's hand in marriage. He was crying, we were crying, we were all nervous. Again, unmarried men, take notes. You did a good job, Mom and Dad. A very good job. I love you two. I'm proud of you two. You're going to do great things. Now go make some great memories as a team.
The love that you have that is grown from a little seed must be cared for, must be cultivated. Daily you must seek reconciliation. You must seek the other's needs above your own. You must love them when you feel that they don't deserve it. You must show them Jesus, even when it would be easier to just shut down. Your love must be cared for. One day these goosebumps you are feeling, they're going to be gone. One day the high of this moment will fade away, and one day you will wonder where it all went. One day the tree of your love might start to get stressed. It happens to us all. There are hard times, there are feelings, emotions, there are tough days at work. The vows you are going to make in a little while, however, are vows to care for the tree of your love. Even in times of drought and harsh winters, through every season you are vowing to care for one another and cultivate the love that you have here. And you aren't alone in this. You have your families, you have your church, pastor on your side, but most importantly, you have Jesus in your corner and God the Father rooting for you. So cover this seed, to this tree, your love in prayer, and cultivate your love.